We will continue now with our fourth and final source. We will start with Kilgallen coming back to her townhouse on November 8, 1965. She arrived in a cab accompanied by Ron Pataky and entered the townhouse using the service door. Her column had already been picked up by Western Union before they arrived at the townhouse. The two men, we mentioned in previous segments, came to the townhouse before Western Union picked up the column. The two men navigated to the black room where they poured Nembutal into a bottle of whiskey. Whoever said it was in pill form to begin with, they hid somewhere on the third floor not to be seen. Kilgallen and Pataky entered the black room, and Kilgallen offered Pataky a drink, and she mixed her own drink of vodka and tonic and a shot of whiskey. They sat on a love seat or sofa. She sat on the left side while they chatted and had drinks. She had to have more than one shot. Lee Israel mentions in her book that Kilgallen took 5 pills 3 separate times, which I assume she took 3 shots of whiskey. She starts feeling the effectives of the alcohol and pills and starts to feel drowsy. She eventually passes out on her left side. The back of her left side and face lands on the arm of the sofa. A researcher by the name of Cassie Parhall makes mentions of this in a book called Hit List. Obviously, Parhall did not know what caused the markings on Kilgallen. After Ron Pataky noticed Kilgallen had passed out, he left the townhouse. The public has often asked why nothing ever happened to Pataky. It is because the two men knew Pataky did not see them. The two men appeared again from where they were hiding, and one of them took the vodka and tonic and placed it on the nightstand between 2 beds, and the other man carried Kilgallen to her bedroom and placed her in a chair. They removed her clothing, pulling the garments down not over her head, and dressed her in her nightclothes the same way. They put on a bolero bedtime reading jacket on her. One of the men crouched on her left side and lifted her in a cradling position where her left arm was extended out and the left side of her face touched the bolero jacket. One of her fake eyelashes was falling off and distorted. In addition, her hairpiece was disheveled. From then on, they slid her to the bed with 2 pillows behind her. They left the reading light on to appear as if she had been in bed reading. Her head was tilted slightly left. I never thought I would be talking about this again, but after reading the obituary in the newspaper, I thought we should try one last time. Brian. We recreated the scenario described above, and it worked just as described. To replicate the markings on her face, we used fireplace ashes. We had our friend's wife reenact the role of Kilgallen and had her undressed and dressed with the same outcome along with the lipstick smudge. By reenacting what happened, we cannot imagine anyone making this scenario up. And why would anyone make this up anyway? One final note regarding Cassie Parhall. We tried to locate her and the website The Kilgallen File, but it has since been removed. However, we have some good news. She was on Coast to Coast with George Norrie on the November 21st, 2011, and we encourage you to listen. The next segment will be forthcoming sometime in late August and will include facts on who was behind all this.